What up, Wheatfield? What up, y'all's Wheat? What it do? Welcome back to the Wheatfield, y'all. Welcome to you. Great day, great day. Today is Saturday, June the 28th. 2025. When you get this message, it's still good for now, beloved. It's still good for now. We wanted to pop in and bring a quick message. We noticed some angel numbers that were coming through. Angel numbers 4444 or 4, variations of 4, the number 5. And Spirit just gave us the number 1. Quick side note, that's something that just happened to us, testimony to Terrell. We got a call. Somebody looking for a JT, not a Lottie. Hi, Miss Jean. Thank you so much for tapping in. I appreciate you so much. I do. Many blessed opportunities. I pray for you. Yeah, they were looking for somebody named Julia. Julia Turner. My name is La Turner, but not Julia. So something was going on with that. So I called the company back to investigate because I have like fraud alerts and all this stuff on the credit. You gotta protect your identity. You never know what people be doing. And it was a finance company, somebody that may have been trying to take out a loan or something, and they were trying to contact me. And on my fraud alert is written that they have to talk to me personally to get a second level of verification before anything can go forward. Yeah. And we were literally talking about like somebody might be trying to sign documents in somebody's name or something like that. Fairly recent. I think it was a couple weeks ago at this point. These messages run together. But it's like, yeah, be on the lookout if somebody trying to use your information. Do what you can. You don't have to always have like Legal Shield and LifeLock and all this stuff to protect yourself. You could literally just call the credit bureaus and ask them to put a permanent freeze on it. You could put a passcode on your, on your stuff and have a second level of verification so that if anybody is trying to do anything fraudulent, against your using your credentials, your name, your credit, or any of that stuff, they have to call you directly in order to get those second levels, say, yes, that's me, and then they can proceed forward. So I'm hoping that the precautionary steps we put in to protect us is actually working, and maybe that was a part of it. Because they definitely, she was like, oh, like kind of confused a little bit, and then she hung up. And then I called back directly to see like what is this about, and yeah, it's a financial company, so somebody was probably trying to use our information to get some sort of financial loan or something like that. But that second level of verification definitely helped protect us. Oh yeah, if you come in from the beginning, you'll catch the beginning of the context, or just listen in, and you'll be able to pick that up, beloved. So you won't really have the question. But my name is Lati. I am a channeled messenger, a spiritual reader, and we're gonna channel a message from the Most High God. We got some angel numbers for the number 5 and the number 1. So we're gonna look at that. We got a couple tarot decks. The tarot supports the channeled message, beloved. I can help you help yourself, giving you encouraging messages so that you can take the inspired action that you need in order to change your own life. The power is within you, right? You have unlimited possibilities, and you have an immense amount of energy. And I'm getting your inspiring ideas from the spirit could really make the difference for you. Just having the courage to take action and to go after it. Half the time people don't believe that these things can really happen for them. They think it's a phenomenon that happens only to other people, but that's definitely not true, beloved. Yeah, individuality is here. This one isn't a free reading session. We may at the end of the reading. We're not for sure what spirit is going to say at this time, but at the current moment, it's a channeled message. It is. Individuality is here. Every person has their personalized study plan in this earth school. It's given a personalized study plan, a plan that's personally individualized to you, your soul plan, your soul journey. It's given growth, right? Learning. Thank you to the Most High God for bringing this message in truth and clarity. Allow it to come into me, through me, for the sake of edifying me spiritually, so that we can be strong enough to bear the yoke that's on our shoulders. I pray that we overflow and that it goes out into your wheat field and that it reaches the person that can hear the message, that needs to hear it, that's able to see the verification and the affirmation by the cards that you use, beloved, and that they may believe it, that they may be spiritually strengthened and edified to bear the yoke you have placed upon their shoulders, that they overflow and we meet in the middle with unity and harmony for the sake of wholeness, completeness, right? Balance, prosperity, our bliss, our Akashic inheritance. Yes. Ding on that Akashic inheritance. What up, y'all's wheat? What it do? Welcome back to the wheat field, y'all. Welcome to you. Today is a beautiful day. I'm getting that your angels, your spirit team, your spirit guides are protecting you. The number 4 is definitely coming through. We're getting the number 5 to change. Challenges, something that could definitely be significant, right? It could change your life for the rest of your life is what I'm getting. Like this change for somebody is permanent, is long lasting, and it's taking you through, I'm getting some sort of ascent. Like you are definitely moving upward and onward is what I'm getting. I can't make it an expansion. Upward and onward. Change with the butterflies, metamorphosis, coming out of your chrysalis. Somebody could have been in hermit mode. You have realized, you're realizing your true self, like your realness, your real, like going from a caterpillar, something of the low, to going into this chrysalis, the hermit space, into self-solitude is what is giving us awakening to your truth. Your individuality is giving your colors, these wings. You're stepping out into the sun. They have to dry a little bit. This new apparatus, you got to figure out how they supposed to work, beloved. Like, what am I supposed to do with this? When you take off for the first time, can you imagine taking flight for the very first time? You could be a little bit nervous. It could be like, oh, what is this? But you have to trust your instinct. You have to trust it and go with it and go forward in order for you to elevate, beloved. Change is happening for somebody on this day. Guidance, and we were getting angel guidance. Guiding star, right? We were getting angel guidance. We were getting angel advice. Anything else? Spirit said no. Extraordinary. Look at that peacock, though. Look at the peacock. I'm talking, and I heard somebody, you are glowing. Like whatever change you have gone through, healing, and this change looks good on you. And that's the truth. Somebody might need to wear the color yellow, is what I'm getting. I'm picking up the color yellow. I'm picking up a new beginning. This is divine masculine energy, the Buddha wisdom for divine masculine. We have the Emperor Owl, who is a divine masculine of the tarot deck. We have 2 Ace of Swords. So somebody may be getting hit with a double truth, or spirit might be doubling down on it. Like this is true, like real, Holyfield. And the spirit I'm getting for somebody, they're going to bring through something amazing to show it to you, to prove it to you. Now, the Most High God ain't got to prove shit. If we was able to open up our eyes and see the miracles of everyday, beloved, and just how shit happens again, how the caterpillar becomes a butterfly, I say that's a miracle. I mean, everything about that caterpillar falls away. It changes. It goes through one of the most significant and prominent metamorphoses in nature, beloved. Like coming out a completely different being. Had no idea what was inside of it, really, like truly. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much for tapping in. I appreciate you. I'm glad that you're here too. Look, look, spirit say somebody is changing. Divine masculine energy, you could be a male, you don't have to be. We both have masculine and feminine energy. We're supposed to be balanced in it, right? But somebody is changing and is giving coming out energy. It is happened to be card number 4, and they put 4 in the title. If y'all check out the community page, we posted the time we got 848. 8 is 44, and then 4, and then another 44. So it was giving me 5 fours, right? Yeah, the number 4. See, 5 is given, right? Is given change. 5 times 4 is 20. It's given balancing out your energies, coming together with yourself, divine masculine, divine feminine, right? It's given, it could be a pairing of people, but I'm getting this is all about you. I'm hearing this is all about you. This is all about you. And you being in your authority, right? It's given like you know how to be authoritative, you have structure, right? You are brave, you are bold, you are commanding. You may know how to command a room or command energy, command attention. You don't even have to say nothing. It's given that softness, that silent type of power, soft type of power. Like when a strong divine feminine walks into a room, she commands attention, right? She commands focus, right? She can control the energy without saying anything. It's a very silent type of power. And it's given is backed up with this divine masculine energy being very bold and again structured, right? You may be very assertive, but you know how to do it in a way that's like very kind and compassionate. It's a perfect mix of both of these two energies. It's giving me balance. Yeah. So what's this? Oh shit. They pulled out the Divine Feminine deck all while we reading Divine Masculine. That's crazy. Probably because of the yellow. I don't know why you could be a feminine in your Divine Masculine energy. You may have mastered Divine Feminine and wisdom of it, but it's something about this, the Emperor energy that I'm picking up. The force of flowing rivers causes flowers and the herbs and trees to grow. Look at that, the force. See, it's something with the force here. It's something with this authority, with this it's not aggressive, it's giving assertive, it's giving structured, it's giving bold, right? It's very strong energy, but it's also giving softness at the same time. The force of the flowing river causes the flowers, the herbs, and trees to grow. The sacred wisdom in your heart has magical power for your spiritual growth. This is definitely about somebody's individual spiritual growth, growth and expansion. It's giving development. It's giving you stepping out as a whole totally different being. I'm hearing you a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I'm talking about extraordinary. That they got right here, this extraordinary. And look what's up underneath that. It's the number that we've been, the 5. It's what we've been saying. It's change. So gratitude is after that. It's like you really gonna have a lot of, you think the butterfly isn't grateful to become a butterfly? Like it's no longer down there creeping around in the grass and doing this little thing and eating leaves, but it's then took flight and it could go all kind of places. Like you see a whole different perspective, like your whole life has changed, right? Do you think that it has gratitude for that? Do you think it could sacrifice the mundane things, right? And understand that and give it over to sacrament? Do you think that its faith has changed, right? Like, do you believe that if I go within self, that I can come out, I can emerge as something else, something totally different? And then I'm looking at the evidence of faith, right? I'm looking at it, I'm living in it. I was a caterpillar. I went into the chrysalis, into solitude. I went through this heavy change in metamorphosis where everything about my being had to go away. It had to readjust. It had to reshift. It had to be remade. I mean, significantly different. And then when I come out as this beautiful butterfly and I got these wings and I learn how to operate this new apparatus, am I not living a living being, walking a flying example of the evidence of faith? What does that tell me the next time the spirit calls me into solitude? Is it then sending me through another episode of change and metamorphosis for the sake of expansion? Probably. Can I believe it and go through it with a little bit different? Yeah, you want that one too. A little bit different attitude and approach and perspective, right? It's given energetic clearing. You might need to go back in to clear some energy. You may feel better about letting go and doing it a little bit more quickly. Like you could go with the flow and you can be outrageously open to whatever the life is calling you to do, whatever the spirit is calling you to do. It could be in this season calling somebody to come back into themselves for another round of change, for expansion, or you could be pushed out of the chrysalis. Either way, you got to go with the flow, because they're giving us this. Going with the flow, we see liberation and we see divine source. The Most High God, the divine source, however you claim it, we say Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the ending, is trying to free somebody. But you may need to go with the flow and be outrageously open to whatever is happening. Change is occurring. Your intention is, the intention is to grow your intuition, is what is given, to listen to self. What it's calling you to do from the inside of you, like the call is coming from inside of the house, is what I'm getting. Like the call is coming from inside of you to do something. It's either calling you to come into self, into solitude, so that the spirit can change you, it could rearrange you, it could send you through this incredible metamorphosis so that you could arise and come out as your true self. Or it could be pushing you out of the chrysalis and showing you what you've been through and how it made you new. Either way, divine love is here, and all of this is meant to expand and to liberate you. Right now, the guidance is what I'm getting. Like your angel team is guiding you through this process. So thank y'all so much for those who could stick around and stay in. You know the message. I know it's differently different. We are a differently different Tarot show, beloved. We are a channeled messenger, first and foremost. In the card, Spirit told us to kind of reintroduce ourselves, right? We are Lati, right? La and then T for our last name. We are a channeled messenger. We get divine messages. The Most High God speaks to us. We are clairaudient. We are pretty much every clear. Like we are clairsentient. We can smell, we can taste, we can feel, so we have psychic touch. We are clairaudient. We can hear, we get visions, we can see, claircognizant, like our gut speaks. I'm trying to think. Yeah, telepathy. We have experienced telekinesis, right? Focusing on a certain thing, and we have seen it. They move by themselves. Y'all would be around this space. Y'all can see some amazing shit if you want to go to the shorts, and you can click through them, and you can see shit move all the time by itself. Beloved, it's not a trick. It's really not. One of the most prominent experiences we had, we were in a hotel room in California, and we noticed like it was like a tree sitting on in behind the shade, right? And you can, it's like throat chakra is something going on with the throat. That's another gift. We also scribe. We are automatic writer. And then they can come in and they command, you know, the vessel. And if they want us to speak, we will. If they don't want us to speak, then they literally will cut our voice off. We like nothing will be audible. Like we could be screaming to the top of our lungs and nothing, no sound will come out. I'm talking about completely surrendered. Like that's just it. We offer everything onto the Most High God. Everything, nothing belongs onto us. Like nothing. Us, life, possessions, none of it, right? I say that to say is because when we were in that hotel room, it was like one of the most prominent displays of like miracle activity that I knew for sure that I was not alone. Was I know. We're also a medium. This shade was down, and we were like, "What the shit is that?" Like it's a tree right here, and on the tree was a bird. But when you lift the shade up, there's no tree right there. You could not see it in the 3D. The shade was down, and it was like visible. And I took my little finger, I did like this, and the wings of the bird moved, lifted the shade up, and even as you can see the shade going up, if you pay attention on the shade, there's a tree, but on the other side of the shade, like where it's up, there's nothing. It's clear, right? So I'm getting all of these magnificent wonders and displays that the Most High God kind of does so that we can hear something, we see something, and therefore we might believe it to be true, like these wonders, right? And I'm getting another way that makes it very real, you know, outside of what we experience, is to look at nature, right? The peacock, I think, is beautiful. I've always been in love with peacocks ever since I was a kid. We have a peacock feather right here. We did not know that this kind of represents spiritually and symbolically as the third eye, like somebody who has the gift of sight. So you may want to pay attention to like certain things that are a little bit non-traditional to get guidance. Spiritual numbers, whether it's four, whether it's five, whether it's one, whether it's zero, whether what type of animal are you attracted to, like what speaks to you. Is it the peacock with all these eyes on their feathers, meaning they have this incredible sight they can see? Something that's naturally about them that like when they open it up, it's like so attractive and bold and commanding, like what we have with this emperor, right? Are you attracted to butterflies that signify transformation? Are you attracted to spiders who have the ability to build a web, their home, to provide provision for itself right outside of itself? Like they pull that gift out in this, silkworms, they create some of the most expensive fabric on earth. So it's thinking about these things and how the gifts that are inside of us, what we can pull out of us, change and metamorphosis and growth and expansion. Like all of these principles and lessons are already built in nature. And if we take the time to be able to listen to it, to observe it, then we can get some significant lessons about self, beloved. That's what Spirit said. Seasons. Somebody may need to pay attention to the seasons. Seasons in life. The purple is coming through as intuition. It's giving strong third eye chakra, right? The mother of pearl, like the crystal that's here, is giving the fact that it's something very different, something very regal, something very mature, elderly. It's giving divine feminine. It's giving empress energy. We're getting surrender. Surrender is releasing, and look, we do see the number 44. So not only do we see the 44, which is in the title, we see 31 that breaks down to 4. It's another 4. 32 actually breaks down to 5, which is the next one, right? That's 5. We've already saw 5 again. And this is shine. Shine energy, right? Spirit also gave us the numbers 111. 38 is 11, that's 1 1, and that's alchemy. The ability to change your situation. The next one happens to be radical rebirth, which happens to be another 5. Now, a lot of people could be like, oh, this shit is all random, but is it 5 5 is up here? I see synchronicity. Some people see randomness, and I see synchronicity. I see the miracles of life all around me. And it doesn't. Oh, you are a 5 life path? That's nice. Have you looked up your life path and see what the lessons are in that? We're a Master 33, a life path 6. A lot of people say you shouldn't reduce Master 33, but I can't get to my life path number if I don't leave. So I'm a life path 6. Good juju. Good energy. Number 7. Yes. Truth. Anything else in here? Spirit say no. Desire is coming through 8, which is one of the numbers we posted. 848 was the time. Number 8, which breaks down to 44, which we've already shown. And we see resistance 22, which breaks down to 4. So it's somebody resisting. And look how she's kind of grounded and rooted. It's given very much nature, right? It's given what's natural to you, the growth and metamorphosis and change as that we go through as we mature. Because it's something about her gray hair. Oh, excuse me, y'all. It's something about her gray hair that's really sticking out. It's giving maturity. And oh shit, here's Miss Oya. Storm. Ooh. See, change could definitely bring a storm, and 13 happens to break down to another 4. Right? And behind that, shit, we got an awakening. Ooh, trials and tribulations of the awakening with Miss Yemaya is here. That's a lot of 4s. The next one happens to be change, which is worthiness, is a 14, which breaks down to 5. The next one is intuition, which we've seen, which is a 35 that breaks down to 8. A lot of 5, 8, and 1 energy. 5, 8, and 1. somebody's going through major change and expansiveness, and I'm getting guidance, and I'm getting your spiritual team. Like somebody may be connected to certain either orishas you may have an affinity for. I am seeing Oya. I love Oya in terms of, storm energy. She is the inspiration for Storm in the Marvel movies. So if you are a Marvel fan, if you like superheroes and you have an affinity for Storm, then you could definitely have an affinity for this Orisha. She commands the storms, right? She commands the winds and the waves. So she can use that element, right? She can use it to destroy, to bring water during famine, right? She can use it in a number of different ways. And it's given like I saw something on Facebook that's coming back to me about how a lot of these old orishas and deities were kind of taken from their original context, from this origin, and morphed into something else. Like again, like Storm from Marvel is Oya, right? When we think about some other ones like Thor, he could be traced back to Ogun. So it's kind of like you may have an affinity for certain things depending on what you actually like, and you may not understand that it's a spiritual undertone to that thing. Like butterflies, again, for some reason they're coming back in terms of transformation, right? I'm seeing them everywhere on all three of these cards. See, butterflies, transformation. And we spoke about that bird, that raven that came to visit me from the spirit. I'm seeing butterflies again is here, right? And I'm seeing butterflies again here, right? It's all about transformation. It's all about change. And that's what we were getting. Individual growth, individual change, and being guided towards your own expansion, right? Your own ascension. And what does that journey look like for you individually and specifically? Some things are just for you personally, right? Like even if you try to show it to other people, they still not gonna get it. Do you know that that video to me is like one of the most prominent, significant, we would say paranormal phenomena that I've ever experienced? But it doesn't get a lot of traction. I don't know if it's people just they don't believe it. Any of the videos, honestly, that show supernatural or paranormal activity, it doesn't get a lot of traction. But let me talk about somebody karmic X and that fire is ignited and we going in, beloved. Oh shit, we gonna get 3, 4, maybe 5,000, 34,000 hits on that. It's something different, about what is the thing that's bringing, or what are we paying attention to? What catches the eye? And somebody's spirit team wants you to be keenly aware of like paranormal, with a card flipped. Oh man, that one right there was trippy. Look, and I'm telling you, like right now we have the fan on, but the fan was not on in that. And if y'all see, nothing else on the table moved except for that one card. We were saying that the Most High God uses all things. Like we are a channeled messenger. They bring the message through us. But how do you know what the fuck I'm saying is what they told me to say? They bring the card to show you. That's exactly what they said. So not only did you hear it, but now you see it. Therefore, you may believe it. You may receive it, right? And then it opens your mind up like, yeah, these shits fucking exist. So now I'm going to pay more attention and look for the signs that's showing me I'm going, the guidance, right? That card flipped over. I couldn't do shit. I was stuck. Like, y'all see me? Another one over here in the corner, like how y'all can see a little bit of the space right here. Shit just moved by its fucking self. Whole deck of cards. I put a card on top of the deck. Whole deck of cards just start going like this. Some of my hands sitting like this. Somebody would have thought that maybe she tipping it as something on the table. No, until I start going like this and start talking, and you notice that the whole deck of cards is still fucking rocking. I'm sitting in my room one day and literally I'm like, I know this is real. I can feel it. Spirit got me staring at the fucking remote. It's just a remote. It's just staring at it. I was like, all of a sudden that bitch was like, and just moved by itself. I was. Sometimes I promise y'all, like you know how they used to do like on those movies back in the day where like it's a camera there that just follows you around and then it be catching all kind of stuff even if you're not in the room. In our house shit falls off the wall. This shit we have to glue down because they come in and they just move it. Some spirits don't like the message. In the kitchen it say gather here with grateful hearts. They was ripping that shit off the wall every fucking night was it falling down. Afternoon and at night. So this is not no, oh, ghosts only show up during the daytime, nighttime shit. No, no. We are always fucking surrounded. Always. We are always in prayer. And that's when they also brought us to the message about peace. Piece versus Peace. When we pray for peace, it gives me the individuality, like small chunks of something. It's giving me breadcrumbs. It's giving me dotted line, right? Is what I'm saying. I don't want to be in a space of peace. Sounds weird, right? But I am calling for wholeness. I'm calling for completeness, right? When I think about that, I see my aura field being whole and complete. It's not jagged, it's not broken from pieces, right? And therefore, my protection is more solid. That's what my angel team has guided us to say and to advise of. So if you are in the habit, and you could be like coming from a very positive place, wanting to issue peace, wish peace, bring peace onto self. Spirit said in this day, kind of think about anything that is really that really displays peace, right? It's a part of something. Is what the definition of peace is, right? It's a part of something. But if I say I want to remain cool, I want to remain calm. I want to remain serene. I want to remain tranquil, right? Those are very different words and they carry a different type of energy, a different type of frequency. And the universe, when I'm manifesting that, knows exactly what I'm meaning. It's very intentional. It knows what I'm desiring so that it can deliver onto it. In this season, because we started with this, right? Somebody's season is changing. You could be called out of hermit, or some could be called into hermit, into your chrysalis, into solitude, so the spirit can work with you and through you to change and rearrange you. You are going to emerge. Out. I'm seeing beautiful. I'm seeing fullness. I'm seeing destiny. I'm seeing the manifested faith of what you are always supposed to be. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, live out loud. Live out loud energy. Look at that 31, and it happens to break down to another 4 week. 31 is also the mirror image of 13. 13 is the death card. It is transformation. It is ending and new beginning. The old you is getting ready to die for somebody. The caterpillar must die in order for the butterfly to exist. It has to. It has to. So if the caterpillar continues to resist its own nature, then what happens to it? It's going to be forced into hermit. It cannot avoid it. It may not come out as a butterfly. It could come out as a moth. But either way, it's not going to be what it used to be, Ashe. It's not. Mask. See the mask where somebody is coming off. The mask is coming off. Don't put it back on, is what I'm getting. We wear enough masks in this day, right? You know, having to be palatable and relatable, and you know, you go to work, you one person, you come home to your family, you another person. Like all of these different versions and faces of you is given that you may wear so many masks that you may have lost some sort of connection to you, which is why solitude is very important for somebody. Look, divine lineage. What's inside of you is getting ready to be released. And we were picking up, oh yeah, right, that storm energy. We were picking up awakening, right? That you're being changed, you're birthing something, you're creating something, you're manifesting, you're awakening to your true self. And for somebody, it's definitely something in your lineage, like, or understanding what you're connected to. It's giving me to the spirit, it's giving me to the all, to the infinite. You are a pixel, a piece of it. The source, the soul that's within you wants to express itself. It's going to force you into a situation to go in so that you can change for your highest expression to be realized in order for you to expand. Anything else in here? No, anything else in here? This one. Yeah, let's get it. Thank y'all so much for tapping in. I appreciate y'all. Right. Judgment. Right. You're being called up. Your soul is being called up. Your soul is calling you. Like we said in the beginning. Look, the number two, you coming together with you, but it's also coming to balance in your real you coming through. The call is coming from inside the house. And that's what they said from the beginning. The call is coming from inside of the house. Your soul is calling out to you. It is calling you up. It's giving action, renewal, right? An absolute change. We see rebirth, inner calling, awakening, and we already saw the awakening card come through. But it's a reckoning as well. What's the reckoning? We see 33. I'm seeing loss. I'm seeing Capricorn energy. Reckoning. I'm seeing the Nine of Swords. So some sort of anxiety. You may be releasing some sort of toxic energy or a mindset, belief systems with the sword. Temperance. Oh shit. Balance. Your true nature coming through. I'm getting a bridge, and spirituality is giving a bridge between earth and spirit. This one. This. Look, justice, balance. 11, and they called out the number 11. They put out either 111 or 11 in the title. Y'all have to remind me, what does it say? You want both of these? Yes. Look, and we just said this, death. 13, the caterpillar must die in order for the moth or the butterfly to exist. Whichever one you're supposed to transform into. Whatever it is, it's a creature of the high. You're supposed to have wings, beloved. Temperance angel. What's that? Fool, a new beginning. You have to go into the death period to allow the old you to pass away and be reborn into something new. Ashe, that's exactly what Spirit said. So when we say they tell you it and then they show you it so that you might believe it, that's exactly it. We are a different tarot show, beloved. Overflowing. Look at that. One. Look. One. 111. I'm getting spiritual gifts overflowing. And it's something that is right, is true, is giving absolute truth. Right? The justice, it gives absolute truth. Like it's been judged and found, right? Like the decision has been made. It's giving fair, harmony, truth, justice. It's giving cause and effect in the law of balance and equality. Right, and definitely giving the law of balance and equality. And you can see the law of balance and equality in nature. Right, that's one thing. Because see, look, the world is here in the sun, and we got a tower. So we just gonna leave that so we can see it. It's something that they want me to be able to see these. Okay, I'm getting reviewing and looking at the natural world and the natural order of things. One thing that always kind of like bothers me is like when we say the Most High God is this and the Most High God is that. If it is the author of all things, then it is the author, the creator of all things. Everything that exists, every possibility, every potentiality, every probability, right? It's all there. The Fool card talks about calculating risk. Right, some things are possible, but is it highly probable? That's the difference, right? So it's giving me that when we look at nature, we can see the balance. We can see cause and effect at work, right? We know that seasons change. We know that in nature, we have prey and we have predators. We just talked about somebody that maybe try to be a predator against us, like look at us like prey, right? We have a lock on our credit report so that, you know, hey queen, thank you so much, I have to acknowledge you. That yellow is popping through because we just literally said that somebody needs to wear yellow. That could be a thing. So that's beautiful that you put that like that. And then it's matching these sunflowers that's on this Temperance Angel card. Um, just had to say that. But they're giving me the fact that we have ways to protect ourselves. I'm hearing LifeLock. I'm hearing things like Legal Shield. I'm hearing, like, you know, even just going to the credit bureaus because we know that we can do it ourselves. We can go to, you know, TransUnion, Equifax, Experian, and say, hey, we want to lock on our credit. So if anybody tries to pull and use our identity for anything, one, they can't get through because you can't just run. I have to take the lock off. Second is a second level of verification. Two levels of verification, right? And they have to call me directly in order to get the judgment, right? To be just, to ensure that I am the right person. It's given, if we can see predators and prey in nature, then we know that there's predators and prey in our nature. Some of us are predators and some of them are prey. Some people are fucking Tyrannosaurus Rexes, carnivores. They just are reckless. Some shit are like black mambas. You talking about the most lethal snake in the reptilian world. Some shit are like kimono motherfucking dragons. They'll snap your ass and then just follow you around until you fucking die so that they can come and eat you. Some is just different shit in nature. And when we observe nature in the natural world, we can see so many laws in operation that if we would just consider how that law applies to us as a entity, a species of nature itself, like human nature is a part of that. Right, but we like to separate ourselves as if we're something so different, and we're not. We're not. Right? It's like putting ourselves in a supreme situation or a supreme mindset that we're greater than this, we're bigger than this, when actually we're just simply not, right? If we can't derive the intelligence from the world around us, then it doesn't make us very observant now, does it? And if we're not observing, we're not looking, we're not seeing, if we're not taking the time to just be quiet and pay attention, then you know how much shit we can miss. We got 2 ears for a reason. So that 2 eyes, well, 4, really, right? I don't know why we did 2 fours. I don't know. But it's definitely 4, right? It's not just a third eye. You got 4 eyes. It's balanced, right? But anyway, if we're not looking twice as much as we're speaking, if we're not listening twice as much as we're speaking, and do these things before we take action, we have made the proper decision, then we can be wreaking havoc on ourselves and not even understand it. We are resisting change. We are unable to go with the flow, and that blocks us from our expansion. It keeps us from our growth. Everything is designed to change. Everything is designed to mature. There's only certain parts about you that does not literally go through an entire recycling. It's just a part of the natural phenomenon. And for us to be in tune with that, to be aligned with that, to accept it and to bring it in, beloved, I mean, that's that outrageous openness, right? It would do so much for us if we could just really consider that. What would you like? I'm getting your higher self. I'm seeing the chakras. Like if we have any blockages, I'm also picking up mindful messages that's coming through. They are leading us to something else. This one right here could have something with behavioral, you know, things, how we're behaving, how we're moving, what actions that we're taking. I'm definitely getting called to a reminder, divine feminine, divine masculine energy. Like you can be very soft, very quiet, very reserved. It's giving very cutesy, very demure. But you also have a very strong, aggressive, even assertive, authoritative, bold, and commanding side as well. You think that women not supposed to be aggressive? Fuck with one of their kids and see what happens. And I wouldn't give a shit. Pretty much, even in the animal kingdom, human kingdom, all of that. Fuck with a woman kid for real. A mother, and see what happens. See why she don't get aggressive. What? I gotta protect my youngin'. You think that I'm not? Look at lionesses when they out there on the motherfucking hunt. Do they not collaborate? Do they not cooperate and communicate and strategize to bring in that meal, Ashe? Look at black widows, female mantis. Look, it's some sick shit out here. Like the animal kingdom world will let you know some shit about your true nature. What's really in you, beloved. What's in all of us. Balance. I can't make it up. Balance. Justice. Supreme balance. The scales are always balanced. When you look across the spectrum, it's balance. It's always predators and it's always prey. And in my opinion, shit, the prey need to make sure that they seriously praying, Ashe. Clear your energy is here. And we saw energetic clearing in that other day. Somebody needs to clear their energy. You're getting ready to go through another change, another metamorphosis. Even if you just went through one, get ready for another one. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Get ready for what? Lot to change. Always be ready to change, because change is truly the only constant. It's the only thing that's always happening. And didn't we just say the prey needs to pray? See, we don't have to make up nothing. Thank you, affirmation, right? The spirit will tell you, and then it will show you. So that therefore, what you heard and now you see it, you can believe it to be true. Therefore, you are able to really think about walking in the evidence of faith. That's your guidance. That's what Spirit wants somebody to understand. Anything else in here, Spirit say no. Pause. This is the hermit space. This is the hermit space. Capricorn is coming through, is giving me the Hamsa hand. It's relative to evil eye protection, right? So therefore, it's something that your spirit team wants to tell you. It's something about anxiety, and I am seeing the Ace of Cups, which we did pull, so we know that it's affirmed, right? Ace of Cups, right? So it's spiritual gifts, spiritual awakening. Somebody could definitely be awakening to gifts that they hold within. They could be spiritual, natural, right? Natural laws. We naturally have the ability to affect energy. We do, right? And you know you could affect energy because when you walk into a room, you bring energy with you. Divine Feminine, also, you could feel her when she comes in. You could feel her power. She could be uplifting. She could bring in a lightness, a brightness with her that the mood in the room changes. Right? The mood in the room shifts. Her energy is shifting energy. So that is a spiritual gift. We don't discount it. And we all have it. If she's angry, what happens? Do she not disturb the whole fucking mood of the house? They don't have them sayings for nothing. A happy wife, a happy life. Why? Because when Divine Feminine is calm, she's cool, she's whole, she's safe. She fosters that type of environment. She enhances and uplifts that energy. She magnifies it. But if she's angry, then look, ain't nobody gonna have no what. Everybody gonna be what? Okay? Anything else in here? Spirit say pause. It's something for somebody to think about and considering this day. This one. I know they taking us all around the world. Thank y'all so much for sticking around here. We do see bliss, right? And they gave us that, so we don't really say BLESS anymore. We say BLISS. Bliss. We wish bliss onto you. It's a different type of energy. Good juju. It's a different type of energy to wish bliss and prosperity, wholeness and completeness on a person. Look, triumph and concord, right? Look, two very powerful words, right? Some people, look, what else flew out? Didn't we talk about this? Did we not literally talk about the peacock and I showed y'all my feather? So the spirit will affirm. And it's all about being able to look, to listen. I'm getting the word patience. right? Patience is very significant. Sometimes we were in a microwave society, and they know sometimes. Right now, it's like, right, we're in a microwave society. I promise to God, if this shit start buffering for 1.5 seconds, people gonna be gone. They gonna click off, right? If the grease don't get cooking hot enough, fast enough, folks gonna click off. The attention span in this day is like this. It's like this, and that's on purpose. The systems of control, right? What we consider Satan systems and thoughts against your nature, and we talking about natural law, right? So what's taking you against your nature, away from that, right? Is given these systems of control want to keep your mind moving like this. It doesn't want you to slow down. It doesn't want you to pause. It doesn't want you to consider. It doesn't really want you to observe too long, because then you will start to see through shit. Right? You will see it. You will not just see this, which picks up light rays and you read it with your mind. You will start to see with your spiritual eyes. It will start to look like that don't look right. That don't mesh up to none of the natural laws. It doesn't mesh up to the law of nature. It doesn't mesh up to the law of physics. It doesn't mesh up to the law of biology. It doesn't match up to any of it. And if it doesn't match up, then how can you trust it? Doesn't want you to question. They don't want you to question. It wants you to move so fast and bombarding you with so much information that it just goes. Do you think it goes by? No, it's being absorbed into your subconscious. It's a part of the programming. It's like subliminal messaging all the fucking time, right? And if we don't stop and slow down and become observant, more twice observant than we act or than we speak, then we definitely are gonna miss a lot of the principles we. Right, so peacock energy, somebody does have the gift of sight, because that's what we talked about, and it's about seeing yourself in a different way as a conqueror. It's bringing you to triumph, or that you are triumphant, right? You are not a victim, so we will release victim complexes, right? Everything that we've gone through makes us stronger, and if you are still here, then you have conquered and won over every situation that may have come to destroy you. You are still triumphant. Honey is here. Somebody is praying for the goodness, the sweetness of life, right? And it's giving me that the honey comes from bees, the collective, right? And they are all working in support of the divine feminine, right? To not only feed her, but feed the colony. And what they produce is what we call liquid gold, that honey. And that's what Divine Feminine would say. All them boys want my honey from me. I heard Beyonce. I have nothing to do with that woman's personal choices. But her hard work is commendable, because I promise you, I did not think that she was the most talented member in Destiny's Child. Absolutely not. Look, if it wasn't for her daddy starting a group, she shouldn't even been in it. But that was just my opinion anyway. Karma coming back for somebody. Karma is also the law of cause and effect, which is on this justice card. Can we get it? Yes, thank you. Karma. And can y'all see right there the second line down where it says cause and effect? That law of balance, equality. That's karma. That is the law of cause and effect, right? What goes around comes around, beloved. You put out some fucked up energy, that's what you're gonna get back. You put out some good juju, some good energy, that's what you're gonna get back. And sometimes the things that come into us, and we can look at it as like challenges and shit like that, like what did I do to deserve this? It's not that you deserve to go through a bad situation. It could literally just be building something in you so that you can develop stamina. It's some sort of characteristic, some sort of attribute that the spirit needs to develop in you so that you can handle what's coming towards you. It's like being in a spiritual gym all the time. Like, you can't be like wanting to become a world winning fucking bodybuilder if you never do bench presses or biceps or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be strong enough to handle it. And for somebody, Your spirit team is saying, don't be afraid of us. I am getting spiritual gifts. I'm getting an enlightened child, illumination, awakening, right? It's definitely a child. It's giving me sun child, sun kiss child. It's something like that. It's something with, I'm seeing psychic touch, right? Psychic touch. Don't be afraid of us. So somebody may have psychic touch. Yeah, and see, this is kind of like what we were saying. Everything is working together for your great. So you could be going through things, feeling slow down, pause. Those are very hard situations, taking you away from other people. You could have gone through this, or you're going through it now. And if you've gone through it, you may be getting pushed back out of the cocoon. Like you have to come out. Like things are getting tight. You can feel like the spirit may be making you feel like the walls are closing in and you have to bust out. They may be pushing you outside, out of the chrysalis. It's time for you to come out. So either whether you're going in or whether you are coming out, their spirit said that everything is working together for your greatness, for your expansion is. I'm definitely picking up on heavy solitude, on a heavy pause, right? And then look, we see Nine of Swords is here, and this is that same little deck we were pulling from. We showed the pause. The Nine of Swords says anxiety and worry, and look, this is worry, right? And how do we combat that? We take worry and we transmute it to wonderment. Like we're wondering, what is the Most High God doing? I wonder what is out there for me, type of energy. I wonder, how do these wings work? I wonder, what is the air like up there? I wonder, what is the view from that perspective, where I'm used to looking up, now I'm looking down, right? I wonder, what is that about? Right? Instead of worrying, wonder. Trust that the spirit is doing something. It's definitely changing somebody's perspective, because we literally just described that. Right? And we see failure. Somebody could be afraid, like my wings are not going to carry me. They're not strong enough to hold me up. Right? I'm afraid to take the leap. I'm afraid to go forward with this full energy. I'm afraid to come out. Right? Some people who need to come out, right? And they're afraid because it's like, what are people going to think of me? Right? I have these spiritual gifts. I'm seeing things, I'm experiencing things that are so very different from everybody else that I know, that in this village of caterpillars, right? And now here I am with these fucking wings, right? Everybody else, I don't know, they go into this damn thing and then they come out different and then they fucking disappear and you never see them again. Like from a caterpillar standpoint, don't that shit sound horrific? Like if you could see, you know what? They went in, they never fuck came out. Something else came out, and then they took off and they never came back. That shit will worry the shit out of somebody. Like I'm thinking about how the caterpillar would think about it. Like put myself in that space. I could have hesitation and worry about going in there, Ashe. I could be concerned about what's gonna happen when I come out, because everybody that comes out, they're different and then they go away. It could be definitely, somebody could be afraid of success. They could be afraid of doing the thing that they're being called to do, of going through the change, of becoming new, right? It's a whole thing with that. But look, somebody has visions. And I had to come back to that. They didn't let me leave from it because somebody is given clairvoyant. Like you have the gift of sight. So if you are a person that is attracted to like peacocks, if you are attracted to birds, right, like things of the high, butterflies, stuff like that, then yeah, that could be for you. Look at the spiritual meaning of those animals. Look at their strengths, right? And how do those principles relate to your life, beloved? I'm also seeing another bird. I mean, not a bird. Yeah, I'm right. That's what you said. I'm seeing hawk. I'm seeing insects that actually fly too, like flies. I'm seeing mosquitoes, little motherfucking bloodsuckers. Them shits. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Most High God has smiled on somebody. You have a strong connection to the Most High. And if you didn't think I was talking to you, they said yes, you. Anything else in here, Spirit say no. See, you're not the black sheep, you're the golden child. And then we say that sun-kissed child, something like that. Sun-kissed child, the golden child. And it's something, look at their skin, right? Definitely different. Look at their skin in that condition. Wouldn't that have them be considered the black sheep of the family? Like if you are the person that, and I literally got something across my feed today, everything that happens is significant. We just have to pay attention and observe it. This young lady who has albinism, right? She was explaining the difference between albinism and vitiligo. We happen to have vitiligo. You can't see it on our upper body, but it's definitely prominent on our legs. And vitiligo is an autoimmune condition, where albinism is the lack of melanin in hair and skin and eyes. Doesn't mean that you are melanin free, right? Because melanin is inside of every organ it is. So there is no such thing as a melanin free person, period. Right, but you can have albinism where you just don't have melanin in the hair, in the skin, and in the eyes. Somebody is a golden child. Somebody is an enlightened child. And you are coming out and coming to understand that you have a spiritual connection, that you have spiritual gifts, one of them being visions, and it's very strong, and I'm hearing it's very prominent. Somebody else may have spiritual touch. It's called clairtangent, where you could feel the spirit touch you. And they are saying, don't be afraid of us. They are here to guide you and to help you. Yeah, obstacles removed to guide you and to help you. They're definitely removing obstacles from your life. It's given for somebody, they're removing something from your field of vision. It's giving the plank that's in somebody's eye, like that principle. Like you don't see clearly, either because of the veil, the eyes moving too fast, always readjusting and taking in new information. Like it's always, the eye movement is very quick, right? And it's giving slowing down, and it's giving meditation. Definitely something heavy on the throat chakra, because that keeps coming through. See, look to the skies. You're not an entity of the low. It's given, look, and as we were saying, something on the throat chakra, clear communication, right? It's definitely that. Clear communication and look up. And we said we are no longer praying for pieces. We are praying for calm, for serenity, for tranquility. It's a different energy. It said that they said you definitely are holy, and we already have divine lineage. So that's affirmation, right? It's like really tapping into this energy here and really understanding it. You're supposed to be different. A breath of fresh air. You're not supposed to look like anybody else, anything else. Very different, right? The one is given, I don't know why I heard spotted. So somebody could have some sort of skin condition. It could be albinism. It could be vitiligo, right? Because that's what I'm picking up. Yeah, and you are held in high honor. It's like it's given respect, right? High level. It's given regal, because we picked up the color purple, and we picked up some sort of regal, like royalty. Yeah, see, you're respected. You have spiritual respect. Anything else in here? Yes. Where would you? This one. And unmeasurable power. Unmeasurable power is what I'm getting. And that, I told you, I heard very prominent, very significant. You have unmeasurable power, beloved. Is it another card? Yes. This one. Yeah, the call. Literally. Who was here? Who was here? Anything else? Thank you. See, ooh. Y'all, did we not say the call was coming from inside the house? Who was here? Just put 444 in the comments if you was here when we said that the call was coming from inside of the house. Inside of this house. Inside of the house. Not the scary movie, the call coming from inside the house. No. You are being called, like your soul that lives in you is calling you up. Where do we put that, the judgment card? It's over here, it's around here somewhere, unless we stuck it back in the deck. But either way, we showed that somebody was being called up, like their soul is calling out to you to come in. It's an awakening that you're going through. Thank you so much, 444 in the house. The Spirit said the call is coming from inside the house. You are the structure. You are the building. It's given in creation, the Alpha and the Omega, our mother and father's house. Right? Imagine there's many houses. And we are the houses. You are the structure, right? And the call is coming from inside of you. The spirit is calling you. Which one? This one. You want this one too? This one and this one. This magician. But y'all seen what they flipped, and we said we was looking for the judgment call because we said from the beginning that the call was coming from inside of the house. That's it. Your soul is calling you up. You're being called up. It's coming from inside of you to where I can throw these cards across the room. Y'all don't believe when we be telling y'all it is not your girl Lati that pull cards. We don't pull cards. We could channel message without anything, beloved. We don't need cards, period. It's not a thing that we have to do. I'm getting emotional because somebody needs to hear this. Somebody got a gift, but it's almost like people don't believe it. They don't believe in magic anymore. And that's why the story of the caterpillar to the butterfly is so significant. To go into the chrysalis, the solitude, the hermit space, to have everything ripped apart and come apart and everything come back together and recombinate, and you come out as you bust out as something totally different. You don't look like nothing that you were before. Everything has fallen away. Everything about your past former self has died, right? So that your true self can arise. Your true self. And somebody is being called in. Your soul is calling you. Your soul is calling you. Spirit split the deck and said, yes, you. You. Don't be afraid of it. It's so much shit that they don't fucking tell us. It is to keep you from, look, keep your mind busy, keep you focused on bullshit. They only tell you part of it, and then they say it so fucking quick and segment it into pieces of this and pieces of that for you to formulate something that's totally different from what was the original context. Tell me that the Most High God is this or it's just fucking that, and then it could only use this and it could only use that. Fuck that. You look at nature itself, it shows everything in every kingdom, but I'm supposed to think because I'm human is somehow different. I'm going to put myself in a state of supremacy over the entire rest of everything, like everything in nature. Because I'm human, I'm supposed to be so fuck different. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Opportunity is here. The Most High God is giving somebody an opportunity, and I'm getting at newness, at freshness. It's giving prosperity. It's giving your manifestations. It's giving the evidence of faith, beloved. The evidence of faith. How to notice that you sitting in it every single day, every minute. You are sitting in it, in the evidence of faith. Everything derived from the unconscious to the conscious, from the unmanifest to the manifest. Anything that's manifested came from the unmanifest, beloved. Best believe it. All of it. Every bit of it. Chariot. Somebody about to move forward. We're getting control. Look. What's driving the car? What's controlling? What illusions? What's controlling? What illusions are controlling the actions that you take, right? Your ideas, your inspiration. Don't, it's given, I'm here and look at what's controlling you. What is controlling you? It's time to break some sort of cycle. What is controlling you? I'm hearing clear communication. I'm hearing language. The Spirit is guiding somebody to speak differently, to think differently as a man thinketh is coming through. That's another beautiful read. So if you guys are able to get this, please do. They're calling us to the spiritual meanings of numbers. We're going to get this 444, this 5, the number 4, the number 5, and the number 1. This is definitely something from somebody's soul. They really are calling this through. We're getting 4 right here. It says, When your difficulties feel overwhelming, and we were getting that somebody could be experiencing some challenges that's pushing them back into hermit mode, into solitude, so that you can go through a metamorphosis. These challenges are not coming against you simply because you are being like the Most High God isn't there with you, is not loving on you, is sending you through something, or the enemy or the adversary is attacking you. It's some of these difficulties are coming so that it can grow you, it can strengthen you, right? Because unfortunately, in this earth school, adversity is the best way to learn. That's the way we do it, right? So when difficulties is giving conqueror and triumph, they're making me say that remember that you are a conqueror and you are triumphing. If you sit here and you are underneath the sound of my voice on this day, then you are a conqueror, you are an overcomer, you are a triumphant. You can look at your situation as evidence of it. When your difficulties feel overwhelming, you may notice 44 appear as a word of encouragement from your angel guides. And we literally said that. Guidance. It's coming from your angel guides telling you that you are loved. The energy found in 44 reminds you to keep working throughout the storm. And we really honed in on Oya, the storm goddess. We really called her out particularly, right? So the energy found in 44 reminds you to keep working through the storm because you will fulfill your wishes in time. Trusting, and we call that the card trust over worry, right? Trust your instincts. This becomes a key to your eventual success. You must be patient. And we talked about this as an instant world, microwavable. They keep our minds moving so fast. We think that everything is supposed to happen fast, but it's seasons to this. Each season could last 3 to 4 months. What is it? 12 broken into 4 seasons, 3 months apiece. So give yourself 3 months. Give yourself 90 days and see what happens. Can you sustain for 90 days? Can you work through it for 90 days? How much are you going to learn in terms of being on a job for 90 days? They hire you, they bring you in because they're like, oh, you got the skill set, we're going to give you a chance, but it's a probationary period for 90 days. They're going to test you. They're going to work you. They're going to train you. They're going to grow you. Can you think about that the next time the Most High God is doing this with you? Right? That's what they're telling me to tell somebody. It says, trust your instincts, and trusting it is a key to your eventual success. You must be patient, diligent, and persevering since circumstances may feel overwhelming and make you doubt your choices. Don't doubt yourself. Be reassured. 44 is a positive encouragement to keep fighting. You can endure. During this period of your life, your angels want you to know that they are still there. They are still there. They are still with you. There's nowhere that you could go that the Most High God is not with you. It is everywhere. Therefore, it is omnipresent. It is everywhere. It is omnipotent. It has the power to do all things. And if that power be in you, then you know you can be triumphant. They are working as hard as you are on the abundance that's coming. Forthcoming abundance is linked to 44 or the number 8. And if you want the 444, we actually had the 4 4s, and I think it's 5, so it's another level after that. But it says, this is a massive cheerleading shout out from your angels. Put effort into your work and success will come. So your spirit team is cheerleading somebody as you are going through this crazy manifestation period. Like you could either be going through it into the hermit, being called into it, into solitude, so that you can be completely remade. Whoever you used to be will die, it will pass away. If you try to hold on to that past identity, the energy of your former self, you will go through a period of suffering. Suffering happens when we are unable to let go, when we are unable to release, so that we can go with the flow of life and allow things to be. That be is coming. It is. The number 5 says take care of yourself. If you're seeing the angel number 5 or 55, this is the time to pause. Did we not pull out the pause card and we talked about the Hamas hand? I feel like it was right here. Worry, trust, perspective. What did we do with the pause card? Maybe we put it on the table. We'll see. But we know we showed y'all the pause. Ha! Here it is. They showed it to us where it was at. Pause. I'm just going to put my finger on this in the book so that y'all can see. Hopefully y'all can see that. Right? So y'all know we ain't making up shit. It says, if you're seeing this angel number pattern, this is the time to pause and look after yourself. Since 5 energies promise change, and we definitely said change, and we pulled out the card that said change. It says, and potential challenges. Potential challenges. It's always going to be a challenge. It's always going to be adversity. And those are the things that push us within to ourselves so that we can go through the metamorphosis. We can change, because we don't change without the catalyst. If anything, we become complacent with ourselves. We get we attach to this identity, like develop that emotional connection to self, like it's really you, but it's not. The AI of the day, your automatic intelligence, you know, that's just thinking and just doing shit that's been programmed, it thinks it's itself, but it's not. It's another call from inside the house, your soul, that's calling out to you to say, hey, this is not you. You can change this. And when you change your mind, then you allow yourself to become something totally different. You allow yourself to go through the process. It says these potential challenges are essential, right, for your growth, and it's important for you to take care of yourself and to balance in your pursuit of happiness, right? Pursue balance. You should be eating healthy foods, drinking lots of water, hydrating water, so whether it's fruit water, H3O instead of H2O, right? Something that has some electrolytes in it, right? Is giving support for your system, whether it's your immune system, because autoimmune disease and disorders came up, so your immune system could need support. I'm getting central nervous system, seriously. So if you are missing trace minerals, magnesium, potassium, copper, sodium, not just salt from that we season foods, right? But we need to have that in water for absorption, so we could truly be hydrated, beloved. It's a difference. So somebody really, and if you are a conduit for a spiritual energy, a bridge between the spirit and the earth, and you affect energy, you need your system to be running at optimal conditioning. It's giving you need to be conditioned for optimal functionality. So not only are you strong in physicality, are you strong in the spirit, are you strong in heart and emotion, you are strong mentally, beloved. And to increase your mental stamina, right, you may need to calm down. You may need to be more observant. You may need to be, it's giving me philosophical, like a person that could sit there and observe and look and just think deeply about things, because we are as we think. So take that as it resonates. I know. It's a different tarot show. Let go of, look, we see undergoing spiritual cleansing, and we saw energetic cleansing, and they came back and reaffirmed with clearing your energy. So somebody needs to go through this process, get plenty of sleep, but you should also take this as an opportunity to undergo spiritual cleansing. Spiritual cleansing. You could not only affect energy, but you could absorb energy, right? And we kind of went through the practice of describing the attribute of empathy when we were able to look at life from the view of the caterpillar. Why would it be afraid to go into the cocoon? Right? Like, could you understand how a person would be concerned about moving forward with something that you may be like, oh, just do it. You're going to come out and be a butterfly and go off. They might be like, fuck that. Every time somebody go into one of them damn things, they don't even fucking come out. Something else comes out. I don't know what the shit happens when they go in it, but they don't ever come back out themselves, beloved. That's not them. They disappeared in there. Something that's in it ate them. Yeah, and then it just flew off and took the fuck off. It looked like a whole fucking horror scene to them. If you really think about their mindset and what something could be considering as to why they are so resistant to change, it could change your perspective. You look, that's empathetic. And if you are empathetic, then you could be absorbing other people's energies, which means you need to cleanse your energy continuously. So if that's you, you know what to do. Let go of negative past experiences. Forgive those who have wronged you and bury old grudges. Those things are distracting you. It says five energies present change, but not all change is good. So you need to take this moment to prepare yourself for whatever challenges or opportunities that are coming your way. Look at your life as physical evidence of faith that you can get through it. You can triumph no matter what it is, beloved. You will always be okay. You are always safe. You are always held within. We are whole. We are complete. There's nothing broken and there's nothing missing. Even if you have lost people into, transitioning on to death, they are still with you. And they already said clear communication and don't be afraid of us. They are still with you. So that sense of loss is a fallacy, right? My sister is still with me. I have a relationship and connection to my great grand that I never met in the physical. She passed when my mother was 9. We only knew each other in the spirit. I had not yet come, and she had came and went. But we were chilling in the spirit, and we have a beautiful relationship. Just saying. It says, without physical and spiritual balance, the transitions of 5 energy may cause you to spiral out of control. So don't lose control of self-weak. And we actually saw a card that came out that said control. It's something about control. It may have been, no, it was a card that came out that said control. Yeah, the Chariot. The first card, the first word says control. Yeah, we are them. We are. They're giving us a 5-5-5-5. So 4 5s, which breaks down to 4 times 5, which is 20. And we've seen the number 20 come out a couple times. This is not a time to be distracted. There's no time to be distracted, to stay focused. Your angel teams want you to stay focused. It's not the time to get depressed or distracted because significant change is around the corner, bringing new chances to grow and achieve manifestation. Don't be afraid. I can't make it up. What does that say? Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. It says your angels are with you and they help guide you. Guidance. They help guide you, right? It says during this time you might feel anxious, and we said that. Anxious. We said worry, which is here. Worry, right? It says you may feel anxious, you may feel worried, but the important thing is to remain optimistic, always looking around you and seeing the evidence of faith, seeing how you are a conqueror, how you are still triumphant. What you sit around may not exactly be what you think that you need. This mind, right? It's giving me see something different. You may have visions, right? Because somebody is a visionary. You have visions, right? And therefore, everything is always working out for your great. Peacock energy, visions, right? You can see. You have unmeasurable power. And when you see something, it's giving spiritual birth. When you see something, it's giving speak it out into acceptance or rejection. If you don't like the vision, you can reject it. But I'm getting what they're showing you is something that you would accept. It is your heart's desires. Like you can see what is already implanted in your heart, in the heart that they, Alpha and Omega, gave you. And in order for that vision to come to be, the becoming, all these other things have to be rearranged. They have to be recombinated. They have to be readjusted. They have to be put back together in a way that supports the vision that you've already accepted and that you've already proclaimed, right? It's giving that work. Everything, all of it is working together for your good, for your great. So the challenges are going to happen. Do you think it's not a challenge for that caterpillar to go into the chrysalis and everything about it to fall away, to be decimated? I'm talking about incinerated, like melted down back into its elements and recombinated into something that's totally fucking different. Totally different. Somebody could see the whole world fall apart. I mean, like everything in it. Like home is gone, work is gone, children, relationships, support systems, all of it decimated. And because all of that fell away and becoming liquefied or just blew the shit back down to its elements, it's going to be pulled back together. Spiritual flow will come back, like when the Most High God sweeps up the clay, because the vessel has been broken down to dust, and then it puts the clay, that dust residual back on the little potter's wheel, put some water, some spiritual flow on it, and remakes it. It's giving the fulfillment. Like you were supposed to be broken, you were supposed to go through it. There's no way to release the elements and the compounds that are required to remake you if you are unwilling to go through the breaking of you. The death of you is what I'm getting. So during this time, you might feel anxious, but it's important to remain optimistic. With the power of 5555, or the number 2, which is 20, which is 2 and 0, your angels are encouraging you to blossom into new levels of faith and strength of character. And we literally said all of this as a channel messenger well before we pulled the book. So focus on your internal truth, the call that's coming from inside of you. Ignore external validations and depressive talk. Nobody can tell you or define you, not even your past you. It says 555 draws on the energies of 2 as well, right? And we just literally said 5 times 4 is 20, which breaks down to 2. And it carries encouragement. You are not alone. You're not alone, beloved. Your angels are here to help you every step of the way. With this reassurance, stand firm with optimism, with all optimism, to manifest the bright future you have claimed for yourself. And we literally said that, right? You want number 1? They said that they gave you the vision that's in the heart that the Alpha and Omega already gave you, beloved, and you be accepting it. You proclaimed and professed that it was already yours, and therefore the universe is going to rearrange itself in order for it to be. As long as you stay trusting and in your element, stay away from the worry and be willing to go through the pause, to go through the shift. And don't be afraid of your spirit team, is what they said. Don't be afraid of us. Interpersonal skills, we're going to get some DBT. It's some behavioral therapy, so something about how we behave. Interpersonal skills is sticking out. It's the card that's here, 105, which is a 6. It breaks down to 6. It's giving skills for assertiveness and navigating conflict and increasing intimacy. Intimacy is giving into me, I see. Right? It says relationship effectiveness, self-respect, and we do see that you are respected, right? So it says DBT's core interpersonal effectiveness skills focus on getting what you want from social interactions while improving relationships and self-respect. And the thing that I think is phenomenal about that is we kind of talked about that divine feminine energy, and oftentimes she gets her what she wants by using her silent power. Using her silent power, the gifts. Ooh, and this is Kuan Yin, and we actually just got a little bitty Kuan Yin statue over there on the other side of the room. And she leads with like this quiet grace and mercy and empathy, right? Is one of her core like attributes and characteristics. Very it's something about the mercy and grace that's coming through with her. ABC pleases. Is somebody a people pleaser? Somebody could be, right? It's giving, in this DBT's model of emotions, we recognize that our reactions to life are heavily influenced by vulnerability factors. And vulnerability is a thing when it comes to this conqueror, and understanding that you are a conqueror and not a victim. Victim mindset, no. You are not the person that has been conquered through this conquest, but it's like you are a conqueror in this quest. To reduce emotional pain, it's important to decrease emotional vulnerability by using ABC pleases skills, accumulating positive in the short term and long term, right? Accumulating positives, building mastery, being able to cope, right, is what they said. Coping with the situation and being able to do it from a state of positivity. Like, you know that you're going through it, but it's not going to last forever. It's only for a moment in this time, and that you have everything with you and in you, all the support in order to get through. It's like, again, that worry, changing the energy of worrying about failing or not being enough, and knowing that your help is with you. The help is with you on the way to you. I'm getting always present with you so that you can persevere. It is teaching somebody to just go through the flow, or go through it, flow through it, grow through it. Freedom is on the other side of it, right? Something of the high. Having wings, transformation, metamorphosis. And the key to it is don't resist, to let go and to accept it. That's the next card, acceptance. And one of the things that we can do to kind of go through this phase, to understand it, to conceptualize it, to rest and sit in it, to trust, beloved, is to observe nature. You will see in time like your unique nature through all things. You will look at the variety of nature itself and be like, okay, I'm just a different type of being. But that's common, because things are not the same, right? We're not destined and designed to be like little cloned versions of something else, right? Like my children are not just a clone version of me. I may have birthed them, or they came through this vessel into the world, but they are their own unique person. See, this black sheep, right? The child that was sitting up there with all those sunspots all over him. I don't know what we did with the card. Here it is. Thank you so much to the spirit, right? This energy. And it's giving me like very distinctly different. In timing, you will be able to see it for yourself, like the beauty that's in it. Somebody does have the gift of smell, right? And we said like clairsalient is the gift of psychic smell. You can smell things that are not there. I also have to point out that this card is 88, right? It's those fours again, 44, 44, right? It's given that. It's given that somebody may be able to smell, for some reason the word coffee is coming through. I do know somebody who has the gift of clairsalient and they smell coffee, so I am seeing the word coffee. It's coming through, flowers are coming through. It's something with a certain type of perfume. It may smell like flowers, like a floral light scent, right? Somebody may, in your family that may have transitioned, may have wore that type of perfume, something very, very soft. It's giving me like a rose petal, like rose quartz, like pink roses, like very soft, very calm. It's just giving soft, like a pink rose petal. So somebody could have had an affinity for rose petals. What's this? Yeah, self-validation. See, you don't need anybody to give you validation about your unique nature or your unique gifts. Because definitely this is something emotional for somebody. Emotional strength, self-validation, right? This right here, reduce your emotional vulnerability, is definitely something with the emotions. Ace of Cups does give emotion, right? It's like if you have been this black sheep, you could feel a certain kind of way. But it's like if you could observe the variety in nature in everything that, is in the visible world for you to see, and even comparing it to what could be, like what's in the unmanifest, what's in the unseen world versus everything that we can perceive in the seen world, and think about the vastness of it, the variety of it, right? You're not a black sheep, you're a golden child, you're an enlightened one, you have a divine lineage, right? Your connection is different, and you were designed to be just that. And you will be able to accept your own nature in time, right? And then move into a place of self validation. You don't need anything outside of you to validate you, you just don't. And it says practice mindfulness is number one, right? Practicing mindfulness. And we literally felt this deck. What is that? And we pulled it out. Mindful messages. So it's definitely about being mindful with yourself. Identifying the reasons for your emotions. Like, why do I feel like that? See what Sam was giving me very philosophical. Somebody that's very observant. Somebody that would be thinking deeply. Do you want this now? Chakras. All right, listen. So we're gonna get this. Mysticism is on top. Somebody is definitely spiritually gifted. I'm getting a split in the deck, so we're just gonna pull that. Look, prayer, and they called out prayer already. Did they not? I think it's this one. Thank you. Prayer. 234 is coming up again. 234, 432 has been heavy, right? We posted those to the community page as well. Strength is here. Somebody's being strengthened, right? So that you can handle the weight of your success. We're getting direction. You might need to pray for which way to go or what things to address. For somebody, forgiveness is one of the issues. It's a blockage. It's coming from your higher self, right? Passion is here. Unforgiveness could be blocking your passion, or they may want you to increase passion so that you can reach the success, right? Take the direction that your soul is giving you, the passion, the fire, the desire to pursue is what I'm getting. This deck of cards feels small for some reason. Yeah, reject insecurity. You don't need to have outside validation to accept your unique nature, or that you're a golden child, right? That you are an enlightened one, that you have these spiritual gifts, right? It's definitely wisdom in that, and it's wisdom in the ability to release and to let go. The spirit could be guiding you to tell you something that your old self, your former self, is going to pass away. It's giving this death energy that we already said. Thank you. They showed me where it was at. I thought it was over here. It's not. It's right here. Death. Right. Something is ending. And to release it. It's giving me the energy of like somebody, passing, and you know how you keep coming back, or you are afraid to let go. It's giving me the stages of grief. Right? Stages of grief, we definitely get angry, which we saw anger come out. We can go through denial and then anger, right? We can go through extreme sadness. We can go through, all the way to the stages to get to acceptance. And then something could happen where you come out of acceptance, or maybe you don't quite reach acceptance, and then you kind of go back through some of the other phases before you can get to the point of accepting. It's 13 people in the room with 19 likes. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. I appreciate you. That number 13 is given, a releasing, a transition, a metamorphosis, and it's bittersweet. It is, because there's going to be some, again, challenge and adversity. There's going to be a releasing of your old self, your old identity. You're not the same person that you used to be. You're just not. Right? And that releasing has to happen in order for you to begin new. And Spirit said, release the judgment and partiality. Like, don't judge you. And hold on to patience. Be patient with you. Yeah. Recovery. It's giving like the key that's inside of you, something being brought up, unlocking something. It's giving even recovering and restoring you to your full glory, is what I'm getting. Your full glory. Yeah. No wonder why the deck felt like we had only half of it and we was covering it up with the divine lineage. Your divine lineage, another half of some shit is covered up. That's what Spirit saying. Anything else in here, Spirit saying no. Yeah, despondence. Listen to the Spirit though. Listen to the Spirit. It's given, like, you may not always like what they have to tell you, but it is here so that you can grow. Look, conquest. And the quest is always you coming back home to you and being welcome into yourself. And that's what the Spirit may be telling you to do. Right, but it's only for the benefit of you. Everything is working out for your great. You only doing the best you can. Morning rituals has been coming through. I think within the last time, 2 or 3 times we've touched this deck, morning rituals is coming through. So the Spirit is definitely speaking to somebody who's visiting the space, you know, reminding us all, we'll take it for self, right, to watch our morning rituals, right? Like, how do you start the day? Or even, it's giving me mourning in terms of grief. And how do you grieve ritualistically? How do you grieve the passing of things that could just no longer be? Those things that have been taken away from you, that have been called away from you, right? And it's all for your highest good, but how do you move through that space ritualistically? Are you getting through all the phases of grief so that you can move into acceptance and do it outrageously? Creator of happiness, creating your own happiness. That sun energy is coming through for me again. Somebody may need to wear the color yellow. We were picking up the color yellow. Direction is here. It's the same resonance. They're poking out, like moving in the direction of your happiness. I reclaim my power to create my own joy and happiness. It is not dependent on any outside source or individual. Therefore, it cannot be taken away. It can only be found within me. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Creating your own happiness. Your joy and your happiness are yours. Yours to create, to cultivate, to curate, right? It's like walking art. People can see joy and happiness all over you. When you are radiating that energy, is truly coming from the inside out. You are emitting that frequency. That's how Divine Feminine, when she's in truly embodied, can change and shift the energy of a room that she enters. Is that silent power. Mirror. And look at the heart space that's there. I am picking up green for heart and blue for communication. In order to change my life outside, I need to change on the inside. Once I am open, outrageous openness to this change, my exterior reality will begin to mirror those new shifts. Once your internal environment changes, and you will start to reflect that or push that energy out, and the universe will mirror that back to you. Everything is projection. What are you projecting out of you is what you usually see in front of you. When you feel whole and you feel complete, you know that a person cannot take anything away from you. There's nothing that they could take. You can't take what belongs to me. You can't take my destiny. You can't take my faith. You can't swap energies. You can't cloak yourself in it. My shit is signature. It cannot be replicated, duplicated, stolen, or any of it. It's a life lock on this. And I went directly to the creditor to put it on it. Whole new password that only we know. Playful. Childlike energy. I go about life playfully, lightheartedly. I take things lightly. I can turn any hard day or heavy burden, these challenges and these adversities, into a fun adventure. You talking about being radical, having a radical mindset? Yes, this shit is hard. Yes, it's a challenge. I can't control what the spirit is going to bring on to me because my soul knows what we need in order to reach our greatness. So I'm going to face this adversity as lighthearted as possible. Because at the end of the day, I know I'm still whole. I know I'm still complete. I know I'm still a conqueror. I have persevered over everything. As I sit here and as I still be, I can look at that like, shit, we triumphant, like, let's get it. What is it to a boss? What is the problem to a miracle? That's what I'm getting. Release the anger. Let it go. Break the chains. Know thyself, Ashe. Break the chains. Release the anger. It ain't doing nothing but tying you up, Ashe. It is a natural emotion. But I recognize that holding on to it can be toxic for me, beloved. I look at the person who has caused me pain and I see them as a human being. That's empathy. It's compassion. It's understanding. When I look at this natural world, I know that there's prey and there's predators, beloved. If I have a predator in my vicinity, I need to understand, how do I better protect me? What is my discernment looking like? What is my intuition saying? Where is my spidey senses when this motherfucker was coming in? Did I miss it? Did I ignore it? Did I let other outside forces influence me to make a decision that I just knew wasn't good for self, beloved? And we all go through it. But the next time we learn to fucking trust it, oh no, the hairs on the back of my neck is standing up. Oh no, I got butterflies in my gut. Oh no, that's my emotional system, my clear cognizant, that spiritual gift is telling me that something ain't right with this. That's exactly what it is. It says, I release the anger and I feel free. Liberation. Freeing myself to expand, expansiveness, to more love, beloved, to understand that I am it. Again, morning rituals. What's yours, beloved? How do you start the rising of the day? How do you handle stuff that has fallen away is what I'm getting. Each one of us are unique. Your unique nature, unique beauty, unique journey, all of it. And respect. You are respected probably because you respect other people's shit is what I'm getting. I respect everyone's individual decisions and way of life. We are each on our own unique journey, and my way isn't the only way. No. And nature tells me that my way is not the only way. Why? Because some caterpillars go in and they come out to be a butterfly. Some come in and they go out and they become a moth. Some shit don't go through that. Some shit is spiders and they build their own motherfucking webs. Some shit is silkworms and they create fabric that's just super expensive. Some shit is like ants that can lift 100 times their own motherfucking body weight in the strength that's represented. Like, how much could you really do when you come together as a colony, as a collective, and kind of organize around a goal? Can you be like the bees that make honey supporting their queen and that's it, or the ants that support their queen and they all have their place and their positions? Some is fucking battlers, some are motherfucking laborers and they build the houses and shit. Like, everything has a job, everything has purpose. Do you think the Most High God will put you here and don't put a purpose in you, that passion in you, something that's calling from your gut telling you that, yeah, it's time for you, like, yes, you? These are all cards they put on the table, just so you know, okay? My job is not to change other people, but just to simply love them, to let them be. To me, that's the greatest form of love. I don't have to change you. The spirit don't do it by itself. And only your soul knows the best pathway for your highest. I shade this is it. This is the last one. They're giving us this last one. Divine Physician is here. And Trust Your Vibes is coming up next. Divine Physician. And trust your vibes. Trust the feeling. Trust it. Thank you, angels. Today I choose to trust my intuition and your guidance. It's down here. Then we leave it where it was at. No, we moved the card. It's somewhere. Guidance. Tap in from the beginning. Subscribe, y'all, and hit the bell so y'all can see how all this come together. Because at this point, it looked like a mess. Like, speak your truth. Clear communication is also on the board. And we were getting heavy throat chakra. It's still coming through now, throat chakra. Speak your truth. Be you. You ain't supposed to be nobody different. That shit is an exercise of futility. You couldn't even do it if you tried, beloved. Thank you, Gabriel, for helping me speak with integrity. Speaking with integrity. Anything else in here? Spirit say no, that's it. Speak your truth, though. They brought that shit right back out, just in case you missed it. Just in case you missed it. Speak your truth. Throat chakra. Balance. And they said that shit too. Because somebody got some spiritual gifts, which we've been talking about, right? And you're going through a change of metamorphosis. Some people are being called into hermit so that they can be changed, that they can go through the process. They're being called to pause, to take a step back, beloved. And some people are going to be pushed out. They're going to be pushed out, right? You've been in there long enough. It's time for you to come out so that you can get used to these wings. They can dry in the sun. You can figure out how they work. And you can take the courage to leap the next step, to take the fuck off is what it's giving me. Somebody afraid of taking this next step. Somebody afraid of coming out. I could not get this card up for nothing. They afraid to come out and to be seen. This yellow energy, right? The bright star is what it's giving me. A very bright star, because the sun is the brightest star in our solar system. Right? It always gives the feeling that it's at the center of our solar system, right? Center of attention type of energy. Everybody sees it. Everybody sees it. And if you're too far away from it, it's cold and it's giving lifeless. It's giving, yeah. Yeah. We don't want to say what we're feeling. We just don't. You want to be close enough to the sun where you can feel the warmth of it but not get burnt up. It's definitely giving that. And some people who actually sit in the sun, it's like energy, it can feel a little bit lonely. Right, it can. Like, has anybody considered what the sun goes through on a daily? What's warming it? What's warming the sun, beloved? Is there anything hotter or brighter that would provide the sun with any more warmth than what it already has that it generates out of self? Everybody can see it. Everybody else is supported by it if you're close enough to proximity. But what supports it? It needs to go internally to get the warmth, to get the support. It has to know that there's other factors at play that is supporting its type of power, Ashe. Because somebody has immeasurable power, is what they said. And you may not be around a whole bunch of other people that get that burn that hot, that is that prominent and that significant. Just not. And how do you validate that? What is validating the sun? Nothing. It validates itself. It is self-validating. Spirit said for somebody, go in and find the light within. You don't need nothing on the outside of you to validate you. And if you feel like you're in a position where there's nobody around to really understand or support you, you can have some anger and some resentment about that. Break the chains on that, beloved. There are other massive celestial bodies. I'm seeing Arcturus, I'm seeing Betelgeuse. They burn just as bright, like you could see them from a long way. The distance might be a thing though. And feeling connected to other people. Feeling connected to other people. Somebody feels different. They feel like the black sheep. They haven't really accepted the fact that they're a golden child. And even if you understand it, that doesn't mean that you don't feel a kind of way about it. Live Out Loud came out, and Now Live Your Joy is coming out. It's being free, right? To spread your wings and just be seen and to just be. Thank you guys so much for joining us here. Very long message on this day. We didn't anticipate going that long, but we enjoyed every moment of it. I say we really did. And we thank you so much for all of those who stuck it through, like the whole way through. Kudos to you. I appreciate you. I do. I do. Look, we know we different. We are, and if these ingredients, they can be slow to come together, but Spirit wants somebody to know that they are enough. Like, look in the mirror and tell yourself that you are not a black sheep. You are a golden child. You are more than enough, and you are unlimited, and you have unmeasurable power, beloved. I create my reality with the thoughts I think, and we literally said that. Nope. Where is it? It's behind this. There you go. As a man thinks. You create your reality with what you think. And when you speak it and you take action on it, oh, it becomes ever more powerful, beloved. Speak the highest over you. You are a conqueror. You are triumphant. Ain't nothing took you out yet. You still here. You listening. You tapped in. So that got to be true, beloved. You still here, right? It says, I am unlimited in my ability to create a beautiful life full of goodness and love. And that's coupled with the card that says you create your own happiness. You do. If you are a son and you feel like it ain't a whole bunch of people around that's like you still can do a whole lot with just you and your spirit team. You will never know what the fuck they had you do. Beloved, shit you ain't never even dreamed of. Make food that you ain't never even cooked. You talking about the spiritual inspiration that comes through. Somebody can write a book is what I'm getting. Ding to that. I reclaim my power to create my own joy and happiness. It is not dependent on any outside source. It's coming from the inside. The call is coming from within. It says, therefore, it cannot be taken away by no any other. Oh, wow. Thank you so much for being here. I had to stop and read. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate the Most High God for sending you. I'm glad that you found us here. I'm glad that y'all connect. I'm glad that you resonate. Right? I'm glad that the soul tribe is coming together. Star families are finally finding one another, and they're giving me that too, like whoever is sitting in this sun energy, right, is giving like, can the sun feel cold? It's giving like the sun itself can feel cold because there's nothing else that's like it. And if you are able to find the other sons and they all are coming together, then you understand that one, you're truly not alone. Because we can have all the spiritual connection, but sometimes the physicality matters. To be touched, to be held, to be supported, to be understood by another reflection of self is important. And I'm getting star families coming together, people resonating, people attracting and magnetizing. And that's what's so important about the divine feminine energy. She's attractive, right? She attracts. She brings things to her. Whatever you chase will elude you. It's by its very nature. Do you not have what you're chasing? You can't chase it if it's not running away from you, beloved. It would be no chase. But to attract it is very different. To become attractive, to become magnetic, right? It's not, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right? And we wonder why certain women and certain energies have like this je ne sais quoi. They have this type of energy that's just so alluring and people want to be around them. They want to connect to them. It's energetic. She has learned how to turn on her animal magnetism, right? And become a magnet for the things that she wants or he wants. It's an energy to it. Yeah, expressing love is here. And I'm seeing the breath. We definitely are so thankful for the breath. Whew. Because the word moves on the breath of life. We can't do nothing with that. If we are not animated in this God body, beloved, what? And if you ain't taking no breaths, it's going to be real still, real still. That's what I heard. Listening to the spirit is important, and I was just giving y'all thanks for being here because it's only been like what August will be our third year of starting the channel, and we're so excited about the growth. We see ourselves growing, right, at the same rate that the channel is growing. The gift is getting stronger, right? We're able to accept what they're releasing from the inside of us, these spiritual gifts. They want us to read this. Thank you, Raziel, for helping me channel my gifts and talents. So all of the spiritual hosts, the heavenly hosts that are with us, all of our spiritual protection, heavenly protection that's with us as we channel these messages, we thank you. We thank the Most High God for you. We appreciate you. Appreciation. We have gratitude for you. We thank the source, and you guys may notice when we say that, like, we are thankful to the Most High for all things, but we appreciate all of you for being the variety of those things it has presented onto us. Like, you are gifts onto us, and we appreciate the gifts, and we thank the Most High God for giving it. That's the way that we look at everything. Somebody is being reminded of their divine lineage, like it's being revealed onto you. You may need to do some research for somebody. I don't know if it's just through meditation and prayer, like your spiritual name could be revealed onto you. It's something with numbering, right? Each of us are numbered. We have somebody has a certain position because of your lineage or something like that. So you may want to do some research or just meditation to have it revealed onto you. Like the spirit will tell you, and then I'm getting that they will do something. I'm hearing phenomenal, like an example, right? Guidance. That's what we were feeling earlier. But it's like they will do something phenomenal to show you. Is what we talk about all the time, right? Like the spirit will tell us something, they will tell it to us, and then they bring forth something to show it to us, right? Therefore, we have affirmation and confirmation. Like the spirit is always affirming itself to us so that we can trust the guidance. We know, right? We can be self assured and reassured of what they're doing, what they're saying, and which way they're leading us. There's two tarot decks that we did not get. I don't know if we're going to get them. They did say that we were done with that part of the message. So, see, somebody has visions. Visions. And they pull that card right back out, right? This one. What's that? You are being divinely guided. You are being divinely guided. That's exactly what's going on, right? So it's like, I'm here with so much confusion in the world. One may not know what to believe, right? And it's like doing it in a way where you can believe it. What's that? Triumph. That triumph is coming through, that you will be triumphant. Yeah. It's somebody's time. Look, the number 3 is given divinely guided, divinely syncopated. What's that? Circle of life. Everything is coming full circle. It's giving everything is connected. Everything is connected. Everything has its purpose. It's giving what goes around comes around. Yeah. And if we could think about the circle of life, I'm hearing it from the Lion King. The circle of life. Yeah, somebody is spiritual royalty. It's definitely something with your lineage, beloved. Robe is here. You are holy. Again, they split on that and they pulled it out in the reading. So it's reaffirming, right? That's what it is. And you are being called from inside of the house, judgment called. It's something in this deck. We're gonna leave it out. Yes. Yeah. Judgment. The holy is being called, or the holy ones. It's something about divine lineage and being called up in this day and age. It's given. I'm seeing words like judgment. I'm seeing harvest. I'm seeing cycle. Right. Cycle of life. Like it's just somebody's time. You know, every soul will eventually come back into the awareness like bringing you to the awareness that you are whole, you are complete, you're not segregated, you're not just this individualized entity. No, that's not what's happening. Like the sun is coming through again, an enlightened child of the Most High. Which one? This. Yeah, that's true. That's what they said. Divine clarity. And it's something about truthful communication, clear communication. Which one? This one? You want this too? No. Yeah, tower moment. Challenges, adversities, things falling down, everything crumbling. And we said that, like everything being decimated down to rubble. And we were getting that Ace of Cups, like the spiritual flow, being put back on the potter's wheel and being remade. When the caterpillar goes into the chrysalis, everything that was on their body, their full entity, is broken down back to liquid. All of those elements are recombinated so that the butterfly can exist. It's literally broken down into that liquid. That's true. Yeah, high priestess, right? It's like being broken down so that you can come back together and be made new, a balanced entity. Understanding your fullness of your power, divine masculine, divine feminine energy. Understanding the powers of both, alpha, omega, right, is given, and being balanced right in the middle. Like everything that they made is creation. Creation itself is whole, is complete. There's nothing broken and there's nothing missing. So if you feel like you've lost something, then let that go. You always have the ability to recover. You do. Even if that means you transition into the spirit, which we are all destined to do, it doesn't mean that you don't recover. It doesn't mean that you're still not being made new. You are. Everything is transition. We see passion and desire, and it's something that's subconscious that's being brought up out of you. Which one? This one. Yeah, tower moment. It's like in order for what's inside of you to come through, the old you has to go through this tower moment. It has to be broken down back into its elements, put back into its elements, or allow the elements to recombinate. Yes, and you can be remade. See, it's something inside of you. The other moon card coming through. And they said subconscious, illusions, releasing fear and anxiety, which this Nine of Swords kept coming out, anxiety and worry, following your intuition, releasing deception and trickery and disillusionment. It's correcting any errors, and it's strengthening you and giving you what you need to face any danger, any confusion, any delusion, and having the ability to take risk. That's what they said. Guiding you to your own expansion. Eternity is far more creative, Ace of Wands, than the rigid, constrained, exhausted ego. Let go of the ego for somebody. The force of the flowing river causes the flowers and herbs and trees to grow. The sacred wisdom, and wisdom came out in the chakra cards, I believe. The sacred wisdom in your heart, and we definitely saw the mirror card with mirroring your heart, has a magical power for your spiritual growth. Not only magical came out with the magician, but we also saw spiritual gifts, and we saw the card that said growth, having that full message affirmed and verified, beloved. Angels. I'm hearing angels and demons. So there's definitely a battle going on. We got the full energy coming through. Split right on that. We just said that with taking a risk. Being able to take a risk on you. Take a risk on something new. Taking a risk on learning, on clarity. Even a communicator for somebody. Somebody got a book in them. I keep getting writer, I'm getting authorship. It's giving power of the pen. It's being able to fight with a different type of weapon. Yeah, death and transformation, which has been out here. Somebody's changing. The old them is definitely passing away, and you're being made new. Anything else in here, Spirit, say no. Thank you. Page of Cups, you're an intuitive and you have spiritual gifts. Queen of Wands says you just need to have confidence and validate self. You don't need anybody to validate you. All right. Temperance angel, or what is that? The Hierophant. The Hierophant. Oh, wow. See, that's systems. That's belief systems. It's organized belief systems. A death to some sort of backwards belief system. So it could be your own beliefs, like how you came to develop your mindset as a man thinks. What's this? Look, the emperor. And we said that. We called the emperor out very early, taking authority, being bold, being commanding. It could be the fact that because you are a feminine or feminine in gender, that you're not supposed to carry this emperor energy, which would be wrong. You could be an emperor or you could be a masculine, right? And you could be in your divine feminine energy and somebody's telling you that's wrong. But it's not. You're supposed to be balanced in both energies. Both exist. You cannot be all masculine or all feminine. In the spirit, there is no such fucking thing as gender. Does your soul have a gender, or does your vessel come with a gender assignment based on its physicality? Think about that. No matter how you feel about people wanting to be or express themselves as a certain gender, whatever you feel about how people uniquely express themselves is beside the point. The point is does your soul, and we kind of touched on the base that I knew my gram in the spirit because when my mother was 9, my gram passed. My grandmother held the seeds of my mother and me in her womb. She held those seeds within her. I knew her in the spirit before I came to the physical. I did not know I was going to drop into a feminine presenting vessel. What my soul is different from the vessel. We always say our soul is limitless, it's timeless. It is separate from the body. So how could I ever tell my soul that it's feminine or masculine? It is both. It is everything. It is the full variety. Somebody need to think about things a little bit different. It'll free you on this day. 2 of Wands. I hear both inspirations, 2 tools that you can use. 2 different energies, 2 different understandings, and how they come together complementary, interdependently. They work together like 2 hands, like 2 feet, like 2 eyes, like 2 ears. Yeah, that's the battle. That's the moon coming out to Satan's illusion. This is the wheel of fortune that they flipped over backwards, and y'all just synced it. This is the death card right here that said it's time for us to transition away from something, to let some shit in. Empress is over here on the floor. She's popping out with what? Is that the 9 of Swords or is that the 10? 10 of Swords. Damn. What else is this that threw up on the floor? 4 Wands in reverse, stability. Temperance is going the other way. 8 of Swords is here being tied up and bound up in some sort of thinking, mindset, Ashe. Yeah, the World card. And to that, a different world is given cracked open. Like somebody's whole world has been cracked open by something. They are definitely battling, definitely struggling with something. This is mental conflict. Yeah, and now we can turn over the wheel, which it says it's time to change something. Change is coming for somebody. Somebody could be struggling, in that example of transgender or just, gender dysmorphia, all of that, body dysmorphia, all of that stuff is coming through because it's all giving me the same type of wheelhouse. Some sort of system of control that's telling you what you should be and what you should not be, what should be possible and what should not be possible. Spiritual gifts, some people will look at that like it's not possible. It's of the demon. It's of the devil, beloved. The devil created it, all while saying that the devil don't create shit. It's weird. It's very oxymoronic. It's like a justification for and against something. You would use a justification that tells you you don't believe in that to support the fact that you believe it. It's like, it's dumb when you really sit down and think about it. Six of Wands, success. When you recognize it, it's time to recognize it. Two of Cups, and to come together to balance. Balance your energies. That will strengthen you, we. It will strengthen you. And that's coming from the energies that would be against you. Why? Because they being used to. Everything in creation is your haters got a job for a reason, beloved. They do. The same way a job was given to you, it was given to them too. I'm seeing 11 and 22. And that's 2, 2, 2. Feminine forces. Yeah. See, these adverse energies, those that work in the darkness, that roam, they have a job to do. And the job is to strengthen you. It's to help you realize what's inside of you. The world around you. What lurks in the dark. And I can't make it up. These negative energies come to show you you. They are a reflection. Right? I mean, there's predators and there's always prey. And these things always roam around. It don't have to be just at night. That shit happens in the day. Right? Like, you know that is what it is. But we think about it differently when it happens to us as human beings. That's what the Spirit said. And the Emperor is right behind that with the wheel, the karma wheel. It's something about somebody balancing, or either balancing their masculine energy, or a call for somebody to develop their positive masculinity. To be able to do it, to take control, and it's given with ease and grace. It's given kindness, right? It's given wisdom, right? It's given intelligence. It's like, it's not what people make it out to be in this day, beloved. It's just really not. It really isn't. And we can tell the difference when we sit back and observe nature, beloved. That's it. Thank y'all so much for sticking around here. Again, another very long message. I appreciate y'all. I do. I love you. I love you just like I love me, because that's my capacity. I can't love you more than I love myself, right? But it's growing. And it is expanding on a daily. And I thank you so much for growing and expanding with us. I do. For everybody. Jean, thank you. Look, I wish there was some sort of way I could do more extra special things for you guys. You came in, you were the first person in the live, and you are here all the way to the end. You don't understand how significant that is. I appreciate you, Todd. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate y'all. Look, the Most High God is doing something big, something major. A lot of people are going through it. Thank you, Queen. Thank you so much. Thank the Most High God for each and every one of y'all. Memberships are going to be back up soon, so just keep a lookout. I don't know if we'll do something tomorrow, maybe Sunday. Aya usually does her Sunday tea. We're trying to figure out a way to do something for the week more consistently, like in terms of balancing and like giving you guys some perks in terms of energy reads, spiritual reads, if you guys really want that, you know what I mean? And y'all know it's gonna be what the Spirit said, right? We just a vessel. It may resonate with you right now. It may resonate with you in 2 weeks. I done literally told somebody something and they like, oh, that's interesting. And then 2 weeks later, they like, you know what? That thing just came to pass, what you said. Oh, you know what? I hadn't understood this, but then when this happened, it made it crystal clear, beloved. That shit happens. So always take everything as it resonates. There's something that they're pulling out of here. This one, this. The journey wasn't the smoothest or the most pleasant lately, but everything is coming together. It's coming together for your great. We can't make it up, right? It says your patience and strength and perseverance will soon be rewarded. The wait is almost over, so hold on for somebody. That's just like, to look, that's what they said, right? And they want somebody to go out into nature and to observe the natural world and to look at, from seasons, the variety that's in nature, the processes, right? The processes. And again, how a caterpillar becomes a butterfly was what stood out to us. Like the fact that the caterpillar must communication, clarity. I'm seeing clear chords. Strengthen us. Clear communication for the person that needs to hear this. It's given the caterpillar must die in order for the butterfly or the moth to exist. And the caterpillar doesn't know whether it's going to be a moth or a butterfly when it comes out. So somebody else could be around you. It's given that they turn into a moth and you're a butterfly and they're upset because they don't feel as magnificent as you, beloved. Yeah, somebody is definitely tied up around that Six of Spheres. Like, how did you get this and I got that? Right, the butterfly is more peacocky type of energy. It's beautiful and it spreads its wings. It's very alluring and very magnificent, very mystical. A clear sign of transformation. Moths generally get a different type of rep. When I'm hearing moth, I'm immediately hearing Janet Jackson, like a moth to a flame burned by the fire. It's like almost being called into something and almost being mindless and just trapped in that, right? But butterflies don't get the same rap. Right, it's given that somebody is upset because you guys could have both gone through a solitude period. You emerged as something magnificent, and theirs is just, it's given blank. It's given bland. It's given like, that's not what I expected, and they mad at you because of it. Unfortunately, they need to take that up with the Most High God, right? Because the Most High God determines what you're going to develop into. But somebody, for some reason, is upset with you. Thank y'all again. I love you just like I love the Alpha and Omega, that which made all things, that call each of us to be me and you, we, to be the infinite intelligence breathing, because the word lives. And the word can't move without the breath, right? So we pay honor to it. That's what they said. That's wisdom. It's a battle here, and everything that you need is already with you. Call your tools into you on a daily basis. Be replenished so that you can remember that you are always a conqueror as you continue to move forward on your conquest. To the next now. This one's done. Ashe, beloved. Somebody needs to rest. I just heard the word rest. So take that if it resonates. Ashe.